How's it going, everybody? You got the Razman coming at you with your Between the Ropes Tuesday. I apologize. This is the second week in a row that this is now live, therefore putting in only 720p quality. I'm really not trying to be lazy with these. It's just that a lot of times I don't get to watch Raw until the next day. And today I had a lot going on earlier in the day, so I just now finished it. And I figured if I edited a video, I'm not going to get this up in time because my dinner is in the works. So I just want to talk about Raw because that was a darn good Raw. The only match that I fast forwarded through was, well, the only two matches that I fast forwarded through out of predictability was Braun Strowman and Dean Ambrose because we all knew that it was not really going to build up Braun Strowman as a victor, but just as a monster. He was going to, take out both members of the two-thirds of Shield, and that's exactly what happened for the second week in a row. And also Ryback versus Big Show for the IC title because we all knew that Ryback was going to retain that championship, even though we all knew that the Dudleys would defeat the New Day to get themselves in the mix. It was still awesome and still is awesome to see the Dudleys in a WWE ring again. So I didn't fast forward that match. So all the way through that Raw was a very, very good, very strong Raw. I love the Three Divas Beat the Clock challenge matches. I love the fact that, they're playing the seed. Maybe Paige is going to end up being the odd woman out of Team PCB, and Charlotte and Becky are going to be left alone. Then we could see some dissension in Team Bad. And then, just like I said in SummerSlam review, because we see the tension in PCB and the dissension potentially in Team Bad, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha could reunite, bring up Bayley, the current NXT Women's Champion, and woo, the four horsewomen in WWE. I don't know how quickly they're going to pull that trigger or not. I don't think Paige gets as over well as a heel as she could, but that's because in the past WWE didn't really care about their divas and they weren't letting her do anything as a heel. So we'll wait and see what could happen with that. But I loved the divas being showcased. I love the match between Charlotte and Brie Bella at Night of Champions. I hope to God Charlotte wins, especially since it's going to be a week after they're force-feeding Nikki to break the Divas Championship record. We all know the only reason that's happening is because of WWE's sore feelings with AJ Lee and CM Punk, period. Otherwise, Nikki Bella would have lost that championship to Naomi or Paige before the others even got called up a long time ago. And that's not just my opinion. I would say, be bold enough to say that that's not just my opinion. That's logic. Everybody agrees with that statement. But yeah, I love the Divas being showcased, and I loved Kevin Owens and Cesaro rematch. I even enjoyed the Dolph Ziggler Rusev match. I normally don't like Rusev, but the thing is, when you put Rusev in there with a guy that he can actually do something with, he shows that he's a really good athlete. So I never had a problem with the Rusev the performer. I have a problem with the Rusev the character. It's a character out of the 1980s and the late 2000s. I've always said that and I stand by that. But two great workers, real good match at SummerSlam, real good rematch here, but again, inconclusive ending. So it's going to end up being a tag team match, most likely at Night of Champions, with Summer Rae and Rusev versus Lana and Dolph. And, they planted the jealousy seeds between Lana and Dolph. Of course, Lana will probably find out that Summer Rae is lying through her teeth. Or maybe Lana uses all this momentum she has and she turns heel and they start the whole Lana and Rusev thing again. But in a way that's not about forcing the foreign nationality down our throats, and Lana is just proving that she was the stronger of the two, and she is the old school manager where she is about making the wrestler stronger. She doesn't really make Rusev strong, or she doesn't really make Dolph stronger. So we'll wait and see what happens. I think people want to be behind Lana, and that's the main reason why Lana's face right now. So we'll see. But I'm enjoying the slow build on that because I think the feud with Dolph is actually letting Rusev show what he can do. And I guess the only unenjoyable part of Raw, although I didn't fast forward through it like I did the predictability factor earlier, was just that John Cena is getting his rematch for the United States Championship, and it's going to be a double main event at Night of Champions, with Seth defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Sting, and then Seth now defending the U.S. Championship against John Cena. I don't have a problem with John Cena. I'm not a John Cena hater. This whole U.S. Championship thing has made John Cena the strongest he's ever been. My problem with it was just the predictability of it and the fact that it was the last segment of Raw. It should have been the first segment of Raw. Then you could have maybe thrown another wrench in there. I would like to see it be a triple threat match where the first guy that gets the pinfall gets both championships rather than two separate championship matches. But I guess doing it this way showcases Seth Rollins more and proves how strong he is. Or maybe Rollins loses the U.S. Championship to Cena, and then when he definitively beats Sting, it's exactly what the Authority said it should be. In back-to-back months, he has a victory over John Cena and a victory over Sting in back-to-back months. So I don't want to see Rollins lose both championships, but maybe he will. I'm a huge Sting mark. Everybody who's followed my wrestling videos for the last 6+ years will know that. But Sting doesn't need to win the championship. He just doesn't. So we'll see. I mean, would I love the nostalgia factor of it? Sure. But I'm really looking forward to Night Champions, and I've rambled on longer than I intended to for a live video. But yeah, I enjoyed Raw. Like what WWE is doing right now. So you let me know what you thought about it down below. It's been a while since I've done a video dedicated completely to Monday Night Raw, but that was how much I enjoyed it. So we'll see what next week in wrestling brings, and I will see you all with that video, of course, next week. And as always, this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.